Hello and welcome back, Mindtikians. In this video we will be talking about the talisman and the symbols once again, but this time we're going to dig a little deeper. This time I'm going to go into detail about every single rune that is on the talisman and give you a little bit about what's on the cave walls, what it actually means. Stay tuned, it's about to get detailed.
These talisman, they will protect the houses in town. I don't know why it works, but they can't get in.
People used to crawl into the bushes, find a place to hide.
You keep your family safe.
Will that even work?
I don't know.
It'll work.
They're coming.
Okay, and welcome back, Fremians. I'm the Mindtikian, and today we're going to do a deep dive. We're going to dive even deeper than my last video. We're talking about these talismans, right? But we're not just going to talk about the talismans. We're going to talk about the symbols and how the symbols are consistent throughout the show. And some things that we think are one thing are actually something else, and something that we think is absolutely nothing is actually very important if we understand it. It's very cryptic, but that's what I'm here for. I'm here to break it down and so you can give you guys a different perspective on it. A bind rune or bind rune is a migration period Germanic ligature of two or more runes. They are extremely rare in Viking Age inscriptions, but are common in earlier Proto-Norse and later medieval inscriptions. This is important. At JT Cool One gave me an awesome nugget that helped me complete this research. He was like, yo, just look up Paleo Hebrew. When I did, I had to hit him back in the comments like, wow, this one right here, JT Cool One, this one came in clutch. Let's start in the cave. Let's start from the very left and work our way to the right. Now, we see this section of cave drawings and we notice these symbols that's all here, right? But let's go to the top left and we see this symbol that we don't see anywhere else. It's a bind rune, which are two runes put together. The urus, which means wild ox, primary strength and vitality, as well as the ansus, mouth, God, inspiration, communication. These two runes put together represents raw power, overcoming of obstacles and manifestation, basically meaning that this new rune that starts at the top left, it can mean harnessing primal energy for physical and spiritual strength, conquering challenges and being determined, bringing ideas and intentions into reality. We have all of these symbols that look alike, and a lot of people are saying that they're trees, and that very well they could be trees. And to tell you the truth, I think that they actually do represent trees. To most people they look like trees. To me, I look and I say, hey, what happened to the other side? Like, why aren't there any leaves on the other side of the trees? That's the first thing that make me say these are not trees, but these are runes. And the rune could mean tree. We don't know. Maybe that's what people are trying to do. Maybe this is a map, right? But I wanted to understand. So then we go back to our runes and realize these tree-like images are a bind rune. Laguz, water, mystery, intuition. And we take ansus, mouth, God, inspiration, communication. With these runes combined, Captain Planet. No, for real though. It becomes the adaptive force, meaning powerful intuition, adaptable strength, growth, and transformation. Well, the ansus rune also means ash tree. It is a overwhelming power that was perhaps in the forest. You see these three rocks, they could actually represent trees because they're not in the water, they just on the sides. Now, before you get to saying a whole lot, just look at these examples right here, and then you'll probably understand why I call these rocks trees, because it's been proven throughout the show every time. Even people that's competent enough to not draw trees like kindergartner, every picture that's not drawn by, well, that's drawn by Victor, Ethan, as well as Ellis, somebody who's not young-minded, all draw trees the exact same way. And I think it's done this way so that there's no misinterpretation of what something means. At El Sub-Beast Mode said, the F symbols on the talisman were exactly the same symbols they used for trees in the underground cave. I don't know if that helps. It absolutely helped, because you was thinking the same thing that I was thinking. That's why it's at the beginning of this video. I appreciate you. Ingwaz, fertility, growth, potential. Ing, fertility, prosperity. Opila, heritage, ancestors, home. Gibo, gift, gain, generosity. Sowilo, sun, victory, healing. Tiwaz, tear, law, justice, courage. Isaz, ice, stagnation, preservation. Kinaz, knowledge, illumination, creativity. Third quarter moon, 2 positions before the full moon. First quarter moon, 2 positions before the new moon. Wow, hook, bird, movement, balance, and harmony. And I, protection, containment, balance, harmony, spiritual growth, and enlightenment. Ansuz, mouth, God, inspiration, communication. Laguz, water, mystery, intuition. So with all of those runes included in the design of this talisman, I can say that a few stick out, right, in their protective runes. So you got the Ing, which is at the very beginning, which is for fertility and growth. It is also a symbol for strength and invincibility within a space that you want to keep protected. Now, the wall rune is used in a protective context because it's attached to the protective rune of Ing. What it does is like it's seen as a barrier or a shield against negative forces. Then we have Tyr, and Tyr is often associated with protection and defense. And in the rune circle, it symbolizes strength and the ability to overcome challenges. And then on the outside, the very edge of the rune circle, we have Laguz and Ansuz. Now, this combination of runes, this bind rune, represents the power of thought and intention. And it can be also used to create a protective barrier through focused mental energy. So with these 3 runes actively working together would create a strong barrier, which would be one of the reasons why monsters cannot enter the space once they're placed, because it's the intent and the belief system. If you believe that the talisman is going to work, you're imbuing it with power. And everyone in town believes that the only way that they can survive at night is if they have the talisman up. And if you have a need for something, you give it power. The reason why you see the symbols mirrored upside down as well, I know a lot of people say as above, so below. All that's really doing in the design of a runic circle is just to give it balance. It means the exact same thing. It's a circle. So if you rotate it, it's right side up. So none of the images are reversed or anything like that. It's just meant to give the runic circle balance. The only aspect of it that's not a 1-to-1 is the half moon on the left or the right, and then the sun symbol on the other side. I just looked at it for what it was, because there is no sun symbol, so they just represents a first and a third moon. One of them just has the sun symbol, sun rays on it. And then lastly, the floating circle, which is called the eye, the floating eye. That's often associated with divine sight and protection. You know, it can be seen as like a watchful guardian. And so you're asking for protection in the very center. Then you have a connection, a groundedness, looking up towards the sky for protection. And so basically what the what the talismans are saying is, watchful eye, please protect and watch over me. Now, if you think that it means something else, I would love to hear what you got to say. Maybe I missed something. Maybe I'm overzealous. Now, there is another theory that Chad Sonnenberg 2692 gave. And what he said was, I was thinking it isn't a sun and a moon, but a lighthouse condenser plate and magnifying lens with a diamond in the center as the flame. You know what? You could absolutely be correct, because that is exactly what it would look like. And they've shown it to us. Now I gotta go and look some more. At Wajdid Turkey 8675 said, the talisman is simple L. The E or F sign are the trees we saw that in the cave drawing. The two symbols in the middle are day and night. The two people up and down are the monsters and the town people. And the middle sign is the infinite sign, which means the cycles. Actually, it's the whole story of the town. You know what? You may be right. There's been multiple times when you can create something that has a different meaning, but at the same time it means something else as well. And I think that's one of the things that makes this story so good, and why the talismans are so complex. They are saying multiple things at one time. At Yesis Alfie said, very detailed analysis, but you need more videos to back up your theories. Keep them coming. You know what? That's the kind of energy I wanted to hear, because I absolutely have more coming. So thank you for the enthusiasm, and thank you for the support. All right. And another thing I want to say is that the talisman operate off of magic. If you notice, when Ethan got hurt, when Ellis got hurt, and then just recently when Christy got hurt, everybody healed extremely fast. They spend every night in the house or within a building with these runes, and these runes protect, but they also have healing components to them. But somebody's not being healed, and that's Boyd. No matter what, ever since he cut his hand to kill Smiley, he is not healed. He's not getting better. I wonder. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think the talisman truly represents? What role will the talisman play in the future? And what do you think about my theory? I'll be waiting for you in the comment section below. Until next time, I'm the Mindtikian, and I'm out.